Hello, let me just check. I am live and all going. Hopefully, I'm live now. Hello. I'm just going to check my. Can you hear me? Hold on 2 seconds. Can you hear me okay? Okay. If you hear live, let me know if you can hear me okay. I couldn't find my proper headphones, so I've got some other ones in. If the sound's really crap, let me know and I'll pull them out and we'll just go no headphones. But it's really stormy here again. So I thought I needed some headphones to try and block out the sound. But let me know if you can hear me. If these headphones are really crap, I'm going to pull them. I'll pull them out and see. But hi, if you're here, say hello. Let me know where you are from. Say hello in the chat box. I am going to talk to you today about GST, registering for GST. If you're in Australia, you know what GST is. If you're not, it's goods and service tax. And in Australia, when you hit a certain amount of income, you have to register for GST. And I think it's $75,000. When you reach $75,000 worth of income, you have to register for GST. So I am getting to that point now when I have to register for GST. So I run, this is sort of my part-time, well, I was going to say side gig. It's so not. It's I only work part-time hours in this business, but moving to full-time in this next financial year, which is so exciting. And yeah, it's time to register for GST, and I'm really excited about it. But I wanted to come in and tell you what happened when I first realized, because I wasn't so excited about it when I first realized. So yes, I say if you're here, say hello. If you are catching the replay, let me know replay, and I'm hoping that the sound is okay. Let me know if it's not. So yeah, so I realized that I had to register for GST, and straight away, all of a sudden, I was like, oh no, I don't want to do that. Like, I've got to register for GST. It means I've got to pay tax. That means I've got to do more reporting. Like, that's not fun. Why would I want to pay more tax? And I really had all these fears start rising about GST, and it was like normal when I have a fear rise. It was fascinating. I was like, what is going on here? And I spent some time sitting with it and unraveling what was going on. And it was such a big upper limit that I was hitting about about earning more money and about stepping into my proper financial power and running this business properly as a business, and having GST, charging GST, and about that making my prices change because then I've got GST on top. And all the extra fears that came up with that were just crazy. And I realized how much resistance I had about registering for GST. And so I had to go and do some work in that, because I knew what was going to happen if I kept that resistance there. If I didn't go and uncover these fears, I was always going to be just sitting just below that GST registered point, and I'll never go over it because I would subconsciously sabotage that. Yes, I would. That self-sabotage would come in and would stop me from ever requiring and meeting that income point. And I've got big plans for next financial year. I've got to tell you, I've got some big plans, and I'm so super excited of what's coming through. This week I'm going to start announcing everything that's happening for the rest of this calendar year. So the next 6 months, I've got some amazing stuff coming through, and I'm so excited about what was going on. So yeah, so then there was this big resistance. So about, okay, well, if the year that I've planned is huge, the GST is a no-brainer. Like, it's there, it's happening, and it has to happen sooner than later. And now I'm really excited about it. Now that I've gone and sat, and instead of what we do a lot of the time when we have fears come in, we sort of just squash them down. If anything doesn't feel very good, we ignore it. We pretend it's not happening. We like to put our blinkers on and pretend it's not there. And that's the worst thing we need to be doing. We need to be discovering and uncovering and investigating and being curious. Curious is a word that I talk about all the time in my mastermind, the Money Healing Mastermind. So the women, curious is the word. Yes, we want to be curious all the time. Every time there's an uncomfortable feeling or an uncomfortable thought or anything that doesn't sit well, that's where we've got to go and be curious. That's where we've got to go start digging and going, okay, let's see what's here. And that's exactly what I did when I had this resistance for registering for GST. And what I was able to do is uncover all those gremlins, use the tools that I've got to clear those fears that were sitting there, those pesky fears that were sitting there. And now I tell you, I am so freaking excited. I am so excited that I get to register for GST. I am so excited that I get to, because that means that I'm earning a lot of money. I'm earning money enough to be able to pay tax. And I'm actually really excited about the amount of tax that I'm going to get to pay, which normally is not the case. Normally we are not very excited when we have to think about tax. But I've got my system set up. I work with the Profit First system. If you haven't heard about that, go check it out. We look at that in the mastermind as well. So I've got the Profit First system set up. So I've got my tax money sitting there anyway, and I'm seeing it start to add up. So I know sort of what I'm looking at for tax time. And now I'm really, really excited. I'm excited about registering for GST. I'm excited what that means for myself. I'm excited what that means for my business. And I am excited that I get to pay tax. And every quarter when I fill in my BAS statement, the business activity statement, again, if you're not in Australia, that is like you're reporting to the government with how much you've earned and how much GST you've paid or how much tax you have to pay. And I'm excited about getting to do that every quarter. I'm excited about having to fill that in and hand over that money for tax, because the more tax I have to pay, the more money I am earning, the more women I'm helping, the more women who are making a difference in other people's lives, because the work I do is to unleash their earning power. And if they're earning more money, that means they're helping more women or poor people. And it's just that whole exponential, glorious growth between us all. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited. I'm really excited, and I wasn't. And it was that whole, let's be curious. Let's be curious. What is happening? Why am I not excited about registering for GST? And now I am. Hello, lovely Teresa. Can you let me know, lovely? Can you hear me okay? I've got new headphones in, and I'm not sure if the sound is awful or if it's not. I'm hoping it's okay. I couldn't find my proper headphones. So I was just saying how I am registering for GST in this next financial year, and how I'm super excited. But that was not the case when I first started. When I first realised I had to register for GST. I had all this uncomfortableness come up. I'm like, I don't want to pay tax. I don't want to have to pay more tax. I don't want to do that. I already pay enough. And it was all of those gremlins, all of those fears. And so it's that whole becoming curious. And now I cannot wait. I cannot wait for what the rest of this calendar year brings. I cannot wait for this new financial year, which starts on Wednesday. Wednesday is the first day of the new financial year for us over in Australia. And what that means is I've got big goals for this next financial year. Glad. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, lovely, for telling me. I've got big goals for this next financial year, and I cannot wait to hit them. I'm so excited about it, and that's why I'm registering for GST. I'm going to be so grateful every time I've got to pay my tax, every time I get to put in one of those business activity statements and let the government know how much I've earned and let them know how much GST I owe them, and paying that GST. Because that means that I am doing my work in this world. That means I am serving women. That means I'm changing women's lives, and they are changing other people's lives in the work that we are doing together. And I think that's pretty freaking exciting. I think that's pretty damn exciting. So if you are starting your own business and are in that process of having a look at your income, if you're in Australia again, and you're getting close to having to register for GST, I want you to be curious of what feelings are coming up. Yeah, I want you to start going, oh, okay, that's interesting. Why don't I want to register for GST? And let's flip it around. Let's get excited. Let's get excited. The more money you earn, the more tax you get to pay. And that's a great thing, because that means you're earning a lot of money. And when you get your system set up, if you get the Profit First system set up, or your own system as well, you've got the money sitting there anyway. Yeah, it's amazing. It's brilliant, and it's exciting. So I am so excited for this financial year. I'm so excited about registering for GST, and I'm excited about the opportunity that I got to face more of those fears, more of that uncomfortableness that is sitting there. So I just had to come in and let you know. So if you are the same looking like I am to register for GST the new financial year, get excited. Get excited about it, because it means that you are doing the work, baby. You are doing the work. You are being of service. You are receiving that income, and you get the privilege of paying tax because you've earned so much money. And that's a freaking amazing thing. All right, gorgeouses. Thank you, Teresa, for hanging out. Anyone else that was here live with me, and if you were watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay or hashtag catch up. And yeah, I'm going to get ready. I've got Money Healing Mastermind call in just under an hour, and I'm so excited. We are hitting our first chakra today. We are going to be all down in the base chakra, the root chakra, and going and uncovering what is sitting in there. The next dates for the Money Healing Mastermind have been set. We are starting on the 14th of September, and I'm going to be running 2 rounds on the 14th of September. It's going to be like an early time slot. There's going to be a later one as well, so I can cover. I've got people in Europe waiting. I've got people. Yes, I'll see you soon, Teresa. I can't wait. So I've got people in Europe for the later times will work for them. People in the US waiting where the early times will start. So I'm running 2 rounds on the same dates. All the info is coming out soon, but if you want it before anyone else, like normal, send me a message and we will get started. And I've got a really exciting program hitting August too, brand new one. Can't wait. Oh, it's all coming out this week. It's all coming out this week. I'll stop the suspense this week and let you know all what's going on for the rest of the year. And yeah, and you can see where you're joining me. And I hope that is in a program really soon so you can uncover your full earning potential as well. Thank you. I'll be back soon. Have a glorious day wherever you are.